Let's go to Africa, my favorite continent. I climbed the Kilimanjaro and had a Central African expedition, East Africa expedition in '94. And as we arrived, we went to a village, to a Masai village, to a regional one, not a fake one, a real one. And we met the chief, and he had several wives and a lot of kids. And he explained to us how they lived and what their traditions and all that. Very, very interesting. We became friends. I'll show you a picture of him in a minute. He took my sponsor's hat to his head. And at the end of the visit, they performed a ceremony. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Because those Masai are very long and slim and tall. And they sing without any instrument and just with their voices. And they jump so high while singing. Just songs, just sounds, not words. And if you close your eyes, it feels like it's a whole orchestra playing for you. It's just absolutely beautiful. I'll try to find some sounds to show you. But the fact is, one of the kids that was jumping highest, he looked like Michael Jackson actually. I didn't see it, but I saw him walking out to the back, limping of one foot. So after the ceremony, I went behind, he was behind the tree and hiding and a bit shamed. And I realized he had twisted his ankle doing the jumps. And it was really swollen. I don't think there was anything broken. I had by then, I still remember a little bit of medicine, which is my profession. So I looked into his foot, and my specialization was orthopedic surgery and sports medicine. So I knew a little bit about that better than the rest. And I realized it probably wouldn't be broken, but sprain an ankle or something. So I ripped off my T-shirt and created a very tight contention to his foot. And I asked him not to run or to get off with that foot until I came back to the village, because I was going to climb Kilimanjaro, and I would come back and look at him before I left Africa. So I did, went off and climbed Kilimanjaro. This is another story, very interesting. And when I came back, I saw from a distance the kid running around with his friends, but I could see this is the leftover rags from my T-shirt still hanging around his foot. But he was completely mobile and running and jumping. And so I looked at his foot, it was completely cured. And his father, it was just a few days, not many days, 10 days maybe, 10, 12 days. And his father came to me very impressed, treating me with a lot more respect and deference than there was before. Basically hinting that I was a kind of a witch doctor, a good witch at least, that had saved his son's foot, because he was a warrior, and a warrior with a bad foot, is dead. And he gave me a set of beautiful presents. His knife, he took off his knife and gave it to me. His Masai knife, amazing. He cuts both sides and to take the skin off of cattle and kill stuff. It's very sharp. He gave me the pear, which represents him and his wife, this beautiful pear. He gave me this, which he told me, I'm not sure if jokingly or not, was to, if any of the wives got any bad idea, he would change her mind with that. I don't think so. I think it was for the cattle. And the most precious one, he gave me his spear. And he explained to me how I should use that to hunt a lion with it. I have to confess, I haven't quite tried that yet. But he explained to me that the lion attacks you, and you have to hold the spear on the ground and aim the spear here. on this soft piece. And as a cat does that, you have to wait for the lion to do that when he jumps at you, and you just helps the spear to throw it here, and he will try, help to stab himself with that movement. He explained to me in a way that made sense. And once this is already inside the lion, you just take it off, and you finish the job with this. He explained to me a few times very graphically. I left convinced that I had learned. But again, I have to confess, I haven't tried it yet. So I don't think I would like to kill a lion. I like lions very much. So I think I'll pass that experience, and I'll believe him.